Archangel Michael says, open this immediately before you're too late. Something has already entered the boundary of your home. But it's not something born of this earth. It's not flesh, not shadow, but something ancient. Watching, calculating. You've been feeling it without knowing it. The heaviness in your chest. The prickling sensation on your neck when no one's behind you. It started earlier today when your routine felt just slightly off. A misplaced item, a sound you couldn't trace. Something whispering without a mouth. This energy didn't just appear by mistake, it was summoned. It has followed a scent, a vibration, a frequency your home began to emit once you unknowingly opened the wrong thing. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Someone near you has tampered with something forbidden. They opened a gate using a name that was meant to remain buried. And now that name echoes inside your walls. The corners of your house are pulsing with something unseen. At exactly 2:12 a.m. tonight, something will pass through your bedroom doorway without ever needing to open it. It's not here to harm, but it will disrupt everything. You've been chosen to witness something that very few on earth will be allowed to comprehend. It may feel like a dream at first, but this is far more real than you think. And Archangel Michael is begging you to prepare. If you've been waking up between 2 o'clock and 3 a.m., it is not random. You are being shaken, spiritually pulled, cracked open to allow insight that comes from dimensions layered on top of this one. And tonight that insight will fully step forward. Type Amen to get blessing 121. The mirror in your home might reflect more than just your face tonight. Be mindful if a chill runs through your spine while you stand before it. That's not your own energy you're seeing in your reflection. There's a flicker in your hallway light that won't stop no matter how many times you replace the bulb. A sign is being given. A code is being transmitted through the smallest anomalies. You'll find an object moved from its original place tomorrow morning. It will be small, perhaps insignificant at first, but you must not dismiss it. It's a signal that it arrived and moved past. Archangel Michael says something is circling you with a purpose. It's here to reveal something long suppressed, something buried deep in your ancestry. A message, a warning, and a release. Type Amen to get blessing 544. You've heard it in your sleep, haven't you? That name that doesn't belong to anyone you know. That name holds a power. A code that binds you to a realm you never meant to touch. A child might say something strange to you tomorrow. Listen closely. They don't realize they're delivering a message from beyond. Their innocence is a vessel. Something will appear in a dream tonight. A hallway that doesn't end. A door that wasn't there before. Don't be afraid. What awaits for you inside is not horror, but truth. And it has waited a long time for you to become ready. You are ready now. Type Amen to get blessing 777. A scent may pass through your space without a source. Flowers, smoke, perfume, or even something foul. It's not just scent. It's presence. This presence doesn't obey time as you know it. What is moving through your home is from an earlier version of reality, one that never forgot your bloodline. Someone tried to silence your spirit long ago, but a secret kept buried is now rising like steam through the floorboards. It will speak not with words, but with pressure, temperature, and vibration. Do not speak to it unless you are calm. Do not show fear. It is bound by a contract older than memory, and you are the final signer. Type Amen to get blessing 222. A shadow may pass behind you in the bathroom mirror. You will blink, turn, and find nothing. That is when you must whisper the phrase, I acknowledge. That is the key. If your ears ring sharply at any point this evening, pause what you are doing. That is the vibration adjusting in your frequency, clearing interference for a direct signal. If you see numbers repeating 111, 333, 444, it means you are encoded. These sequences are not coincidence. They are coordinates for events to align. A picture frame may fall without explanation. Don't be afraid. That moment marks the threshold. After that, they are fully in the room. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Archangel Michael says this isn't just about you. Someone else in your home is experiencing the same but hiding it. They've been sensing whispers and haven't had the courage to speak of it. Check under your bed before you sleep tonight. Not for something physical, but for an object that wasn't there before. A token, a sign, a symbol placed during your unknowing hours. They are watching you from a realm that is near but not visible. Your spiritual light has become a torch in a dark corridor, and that corridor is filling with movement tonight. You are not under attack. You are under revelation. What's coming isn't here to break you. It's here to make you aware of the truth they tried to bury from you for lifetimes. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There will be knocking tonight, not at your door, but from the inside your home. You will be faint rhythmic. You want to ignore it. Don't. A knock is ancient humanication. Listen carefully. 3 knocks means presence. 4 means observation. 5 means transition. You are in a sacred hour now. You must clear your energy, light a candle, open a window, and allow the elements to balance what has been stirred by this cosmic visitor. Your emotions may become unstable today. Cry if you must. Laugh if it bursts through. All of it is energy realignment from the unseen presence entering your space. Type Amen to get blessing 474. A cold patch on your mattress. A flicker in your hallway light. A cat staring at nothing. All of these are confirmations. This isn't imagination. It's activation. There's a noise you haven't been able to locate in your home. A persistent ticking, tapping, or low hum. It's not a machine. It's an echo from another layer of your home's existence. You will dream of someone tonight who is no longer alive. They will speak a phrase, but you might only remember one word. That word will be a code. Keep it. If glass cracks without force, don't touch it immediately. Wait. It's the point where their energy is trying to escape from confinement. Type Amen to get blessing 606. A message written in condensation may appear in your mirror. A fogged word. A pattern on the window that's not random. It's a visitor's wisp there. Turn physical. If your phone glitches, restarts, or plays sounds without input, you're receiving interruptions from the veil. Don't panic. Just breathe and observe. Exactly 3:33 a.m., you may be startled awake. This is not a mistake. This is the opening. Be still. Don't reach for your phone. Don't move. Just listen. There's a sound only your spirit can interpret. The body can't translate it. The mind can't grasp it. But your soul will understand it perfectly. Type Amen to get blessing 717. Archangel Michael says, tonight is the bridge between forgetting and remembering. The presence moving through your home is the keeper of forgotten truths you are meant to recall now. Your feet may tingle when walking through certain areas of your home tonight. That's where energy is being channeled and grounded into your field. Pay attention to where it happens. If you've been smelling smoke with no fire, hearing music with no source, or feeling sudden heat or cold, it's not hallucination. It's presence manifesting. This energy is here to open your inner sight. Tonight, you will start to see more than what human eyes can. You will begin to see through the veil. Type Amen to get blessing 191. A photograph you forgot about will fall or shift its position. That soul in the picture is trying to reach you. A truth was hidden behind their eyes. You might hear footsteps that don't match any physical person in the hall. That's movement from the dimensional fold. They aren't bound by gravity. Tonight's moonlight is different. It's coded. Stand under it briefly before sleeping. It will align your aura to receive what is being delivered while you rest. This is the night where the secrets written into your DNA are activated. Your ancestors' knowledge, their protection, their warnings, they will come alive through you. Type Amen to get blessing 404. You may experience flickers in your vision, sparks, orbs, or brief blurs. These are not eye issues. These are spiritual entities entering visual bandwidth. You were marked as the awakened in your bloodline. That is why this is happening now. It's not danger, it's destiny. A door in your home may creak open tonight by itself. Don't slam it shut. That's not wind. The presence is moving not just through your home, but through your memories. You will begin to remember what you were never told, but was erased. Type Amen to get blessing 383. They may arrive in scent, in sound. Your job is not to resist, but to witness. Because what you learn tonight will alter your path forever. You've been guided to this message because tonight's energy is too strong to ignore. You are being pulled into a higher calling. Something is beginning now. Nighttime may feel slower. Your clock may pause for a second. That's the interference field expanding. Breathe through it. If you feel the urge to cry tonight, do not stop it. That is your soul washing away interference, making space for what's entering now. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Type Amen to get blessing 999. May find yourself frozen in place without knowing why. That moment of stillness isn't fear, it's alignment. Your soul is syncing with a frequency only a few on this earth can endure. Tonight, the air in your room may shift. It will become heavy and silent all at once. That's not your imagination. That's a portal nearing full activation. A door may rattle once, just once, and then stop. That one moment is confirmation. Something has passed by and is watching you, silently deciding what truth you are ready to hear. If your pet stares into an empty corner or refuses to enter a room, they are not misbehaving. Animals see the presence long before we do. Trust their behavior as early warnings. Type Amen to get blessing 929. Archangel Michael says your house was not randomly chosen. Your spiritual body radiates a frequency that makes the veil between worlds thinner where you reside. You are a receiver, whether you accepted it or not. Your voice might sound different to you tonight, like an echo of itself. That's because your energetic double is becoming audible. It's you on a higher frequency. Objects may seem duller or brighter all of a sudden. Don't dismiss this. These aren't optical illusions. They are proof of shifting right in front of you. You feel something brushing your hand lightly while you're alone. That's the touch of the messenger. They don't seek to scare. They're waiting for your recognition. Type Amen to get blessing 505. If an old song plays suddenly out loud or in your mind, it may not be random. It holds a message buried in its lyrics or rhythm. The energy riding on its waves is meant for you. Your feet may vibrate tonight while lying down. This is the grounding phase beginning. Earth is trying to hold your energy while the spiritual realm opens to speak. A number will keep appearing for you. In dreams, clocks, messages. It is not just synchronicity. It's the identification key. The number binds your current life to another form of you that's active tonight. If your room feels crowded while you're alone, don't panic. You are not being haunted. You are being acknowledged, witnessed, revered. Type Amen to get blessing 646. An item of clothing may fall night without a breeze. Don't pick it up immediately. Pause and observe. Something passed through the point just before it dropped. A voice will say your name when you least expect it, soft but clear. That is not someone calling you from the physical world. That's your name in the mouth of another dimension. Lights may flicker or dim. Technology may fail for a moment. This is not malfunction, as spiritual resistance. The energy coming through disrupts man-made frequencies. If you feel like someone's standing right behind you and no one has paused, he'll turn. Just breathe. You're in the field now. This is contact. Type Amen to get blessing 808. You will see a face tonight in your dreams that you've never seen before, but it will feel familiar. That's not a stranger. That's a soul from your lineage. Some of your childhood fears are returning not because they're true, but because your inner child is unlocking veins you had buried. Tonight, you reclaim your night sight. Someone will call you out of nowhere. Don't ignore it. Even if you miss the call, the energy they carry is connected to the visitor. You'll know when you hear their voice. You might hear static or muffled speech before falling asleep. That is not your ears. It's the frequency transitioning you out of ordinary awareness. Type Amen to get blessing 333. A crack in the wall may seem more visible tonight. That's not the wall breaking. It's a seam, a fracture between dimensions where the energy slips through. An old wound, emotional or physical, might start to ache. That's because the energy knows where you stored your pain. It activates memory and pushes it to the surface. If you feel the urge to speak out loud while alone, don't suppress it. Speak. The spirit realm understands your voice as vibration, even if you don't make sense to yourself. Archangel Michael says, tonight you are not just in your home, you're standing on the edge of spiritual territory. This night separates those who feel from those who see. Type Amen to get blessing 212. A distant sound like a bell or chime may occur. You won't know the source, but it marks the entrance of something pure, a protector among the presences. When you sit still, your legs might feel as if they are gently lifting, detaching. That sensation is the start of alignment with etheric movement. You are not just in body tonight. A stranger might message you unexpectedly. They'll say something that unnerves you or makes your heart race. They were prompted not by impulse, but by the presences. If the wind outside your window suddenly stops and returns unnaturally, understand this. You are being greeted. Nature responds to shifts, and tonight the veil is transparent. Type Amen to get blessing 141. The presences moving in your home may appear in peripheral view to me. That is where dimensions meet in the corners of the eyes. Don't try to see it fully. Just acknowledge. If your hand begins to tremble lightly tonight while still, this is a reaction to proximity. The energy is close. You're not shaking, you're vibrating. The clock may skip a second. A blink might feel like an eternity. Time will twist briefly as your soul steps outside of it to witness what was hidden. Somewhere deep in your sleep, you'll hear a word repeated 3 times. That word is ancient. It unlocks something buried in your spirit. Say it upon waking. Type Amen to get blessing 303. A wall in your home holds a memory that doesn't belong to you. You'll sense it when you walk by. Your body will stop without thinking. Press your hand to it. The pulse you feel is truth. If you find water spilled or a puddle with no source, this is energy released from emotional timelines. The spirit traveling carries remnants of unresolved emotions. Tonight, the photo will catch your eye. The person in it is trying to reach through it. Look into their eyes. Let your own soften. You'll hear what they couldn't say in life. A whisper in your ear, a breeze on your cheek, a flutter across your eyelids. These are not tricks of the wind. These are greetings. Respect them. Type Amen to get blessing 787. If your dreams tonight feel too real, understand you've entered a different plane. You're not dreaming your journey. You're gathering knowledge you will need in 3 days. You might be guided to light a candle or play a particular sound. Do it. Don't second guess. You are being led to create a frequency space, a protective zone. A white feather might appear in a strange place. That is not coincidence. That's confirmation. A guardian came and marked your space with peace. Your sense of smell will become sharper. You'll smell memories, places, people. You will breathe in more than oxygen. You'll inhale presence. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Archangel Michael says, tonight marks the unveiling of what was kept hidden for centuries. You will carry the message forward without even realizing it. You are being encoded. Your name will be spoken in the spirit world tonight. Not for harm, but for awakening. You will dream of hearing it echoed across a vast field. That is the call. Before you sleep, say silently, I accept. This will allow the energy to deliver what is necessary. It is not about belief. It is about readiness. Do not leave this message unread. You were not guided here by chance. This is your moment. And tonight everything changes. Type Amen to get blessing 404. You are safe. You are seen. You are surrounded by more than walls tonight. You are surrounded by watchers, guardians, and messengers. What moves inside your home isn't from this world, but it does carry wisdom. And it has a message just for you. You must stay open. Stay aware. The night is long, but your awakening begins now. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. The energy moving through your home tonight carries with it a trace of something lost, ancient, and powerful. It doesn't speak like we do. It doesn't walk like we walk. But it knows exactly where you are and why this moment matters more than anything else that's happened to you this year. When the clock passes midnight, your space will not feel the same. You won't look different, but the atmosphere will thicken. You'll feel as if something invisible is brushing past your skin, even though nothing is there. Don't ignore the instincts to look over your shoulder. That instinct has been given to you for nights like this. Because what is watching is not here to hunt, but to awaken. You may hear furniture creak in patterns, like footsteps walking in loops. You may feel a cold rush through your spine while resting on the warmest side of your room. That's when it begins. Tap Amen to get blessing 838. There's a reason Archangel Michael is pleading so desperately tonight. He has seen this before. The signs that have been overlooked, the warnings dismissed, the visitors misunderstood. The presence is not random. It has passed through the veils of reality because someone near you, possibly you, activated an old promise through word, dream, or emotion. That call has been answered. In the ancient languages, this kind of presence is called a witness, not a ghost, not a demon. A being that comes through only when a soul is on the edge of remembering its purpose. Tonight, you will hover on the edge of awareness. You'll feel you're floating just above yourself at moments. This isn't fantasy. It's spiritual detachment beginning so your truth can descend. Type Amen to get blessing 191. You may experience ringing in only one ear tonight. When it happens, close your eyes and hold still. That frequency holds a message, a voice encrypted in vibration. You might say a name in your sleep, one that has no meaning to your conscious mind, but your spirit knows who they are. That name is sacred, is the key to tonight's connection. If a flickering light refuses to stabilize, even after resetting, that room has become a portal. It's not malfunction. It's a spiritual corridor trying to stabilize near you. When the breeze enters from a closed window, do not panic. That's not wind. That's a shift. Your reality is making room for an interdimensional presence to observe and imprint. Type Amen to get blessing 454. There's a box or drawer in your home you've avoided opening for a while. Maybe it's clutter. Maybe it holds something from the past. That object inside was touched by the spirit years ago. Tonight, it's going to move. Slightly, maybe even just an inch. But it'll be enough to remind you energy lives in things. Memory is not just mental. It's stored in the items we hold dear. A glass of water may spill without being touched. That is the Spirit's gentle way of breaking the veil between stillness and movement. Water is a conductor. It carries the frequency of presence. If you hear your name spoken in your own voice, do not be alarmed. You are hearing your higher self echoing across the layers. It's a call to stand still and listen. Type Amen to get blessing 585 tonight. You are not just in your home, you are in a sacred sphere. Your floor is now a map. Your ceiling a sky of symbols. What surrounds you is alive with unspoken messages. An insect or bird may appear suddenly indoors. These creatures are messengers drawn in by the shift in energy. Watch where it lands or flies. It's guiding your attention. If your emotion spirals suddenly into sadness or joy without reason, that's the entity pressing gently against your aura. It's how it reads your spirit's readiness. Archangel Michael says you are being watched not out of danger, but destiny. You are not alone. And tonight, your spirit is being recalibrated under divine surveillance. Type Amen to get blessing 373. Watch your phone at 2:22 a.m. Even if you don't check the time, your body will stir. That moment is a flashlight. Something ancient will cross the floor of your home, searching for your resonance. There may be a whistle in the air, not musical, not sharp, just low and circular. It's the vibration of dimensional breath, like the hum of a soul sliding between thin walls of reality. A paper might fall off the table tonight. Don't dismiss it. That single piece may carry a word or phrase the presence wants you to read. It's not clutter, it's code. If your dreams switch rapidly or seem broken into sections, that's because you're crossing through layered memories, yours and ancestral. What you see tonight will influence your days to come. Type Amen to get blessing 999. If your back feels warm while everything else is cold, know this: someone from the other side is standing directly behind you, but to remind you of the connection you once ignored. Sometimes we don't realize how spiritually powerful we are until something from another world walks through our home just to see us. And tonight, they're doing just that for you. The energy of your space will change permanently after this night. Objects will feel lighter. Thoughts will be clear. Because what has passed through tonight has left an imprint. Archangel Michael says, once this presence visits, a cycle ends. A karmic closure begins. Your life will subtly then suddenly shift direction. Type Amen to get blessing 464. Tonight is a bridge. One that connects the seen with the unseen, the known with the remembered. Your home has been chosen not for fear, but for clarity. Don't run from the flickers, the shivers, or the knocking. Those are not hauntings. Those are signals. You are being contacted through everything you once overlooked. What happens tonight may repeat 3 days from now, but in your dreams. That's when the message will complete its circle. Be ready to write it down the moment you wake. If someone near you starts acting oddly, speaking words out of place, or even laughing during silence, they too are feeling it. But they may not know how to speak on it. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Tonight marks a passage, one that will never be reversed. You'll remember this not because of fear, but because of the power that stirs inside of you afterward. You've been chosen to be awakened through this movement. The presence isn't passing through your house by chance. It was sent. And you, your spirit, was the one who called. There will be warmth in your hands during the deepest part of night. It's your energy activating. It's your light being tuned to receive. Don't block this. Don't ignore this. And don't forget this. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. The silence in your home after 3 a.m. will feel heavier than usual. Not because something is missing, but because something is standing still. Right there in the quiet, watching how you move through the night. You may not see it, but its awareness wraps around you like breathless fog. There's a pulse in the atmosphere tonight. You can feel it under your skin, deep in your stomach. A faint vibration calling your soul to attention. You're not just awake by accident. You are being drawn towards something that knows you're finally ready. If your curtains flutter without wind, or the door gently nudges open with no push, don't close it in fear. It's a passage, a soft invitation. This presence does not need locks or permission. It enters by frequency, not force. A sudden drop in temperature in one corner of your room is not a coincidence. That's the space where the visitor has chosen to stand. You may feel chills or a moment where your breath leaves you. Let it pass. It's only observing. Type Amen to get blessing 848 tonight. Your thoughts may start finishing themselves before you even realize what you were about to think. That's not just intuition. That's an alignment with something thinking through you, channeling awareness from a higher field. You may notice yourself speaking aloud without knowing why. Words you didn't plan to say. Names you haven't said in years. These are echoes being released from within you. Energy that needed to surface during this encounter. Archangel Michael says this encounter is both a cleansing and a test. You are being watched by divine entities who want to know if you are ready to rise. They are not just evaluating. They are remembering who you are. If you feel called to move furniture or touch an object tonight, do it. The energy must be stirred. Something inside that item has not shifted in years, and your movement allows the spiritual current to pass through. Type Amen to get blessing 595 when the spiritual realm enters your space. Time bends. That's why hours will feel like minutes. You will swear you just close your eyes for a moment, only to realize 2 hours have gone. A smell from your childhood may rush into your senses. A place you haven't visited in years. A memory too old to be fresh again. But it's there, and it's not just a memory. It's the soul link being reopened. You are not being haunted. You are being activated. The spirit crossing into your space is not evil, but curious. It sees your light. It sees what most people ignore about you. If your feet feel warm against a cold floor, that's spiritual grounding. That means something is charging your roots, letting you know your spirit is anchoring firmly into the new awareness opening tonight. Type Amen to get blessing 747. You may see a shadow tonight, but it won't act like a shadow. It may move differently than your body. It may shift when you're still. This is a projection, not a threat. It's you, extended into a realm you don't usually see. Listen closely to the static of your devices. In between the digital noise, there are messages. Not words, but tones. Those frequencies hold more wisdom than some people's entire lives. You may walk past a mirror and feel as if something else stayed behind. Looking back, that version of you is connected to what's watching. It knows more than your present self can accept right now. Tonight isn't about being scared. It's about remembering. The fear is simply the body reacting to what the soul already knew was true. Type Amen to get blessing 232. Your home was once a place of rest, but for tonight, it becomes a passageway, a sacred chamber. You will feel vibrations in the walls, in the floors, in the glass. That is not the home shaking, it's the veil thinning. If your body feels like it's buzzing when you lie still, that's a visitation starting. That's your energetic system calibrating to something unseen standing only inches away. You may hear the faint sound of bells, chimes, or wind where there should be none. This is how the presence alerts you. It comes with harmony, not chaos. Archangel Michael says, if you feel like crying, let it happen. There are things being released from you spiritually, layers that have weighed you down for years. The visitor helps unravel the binding threads. Type Amen to get blessing 919. You were chosen to receive this tonight because of your past strength. You carried something that wasn't yours for so long, and the presence now seeks to remove it. Someone's voice from the past may echo in your thoughts out of nowhere. That's the presence pushing memories into place, showing you what has to be faced now. If you feel as if you're not alone, even in the shower, the presence is closest in water. Water open pools. It listens. It mirrors. It reflects what's been hidden. Your bed may feel heavier tonight, not because you're tired, but because something is laying spiritual weight down on you. It's pressing truth into your soul while you rest. Type Amen to get blessing 858. A child's voice may echo in your mind tonight, even if you don't have a child. That is your inner spirit reaching for the forgotten pieces. That voice is yours from before memory. A painting or photograph may appear different tonight. Look again. The shadows shift. The eyes seem more vivid. These are not illusions. They are reminders that everything has a soul imprint. If an appliance turns off or on without explanation, it is not malfunction. Energy presence disrupts current. The spirit passing through your home moves through wires as easily as it does walls. You may hear a whisper that seems to come from behind your pillow. Don't turn too fast. The presence is not trying to startle you and just wants to be acknowledged. Type Amen to get blessing 727. Your dream tonight will not be random. It will be direct, powerful, and persistent. You may wake up gasping or feel like you returned from another country. That's because you did spiritually. This visitor is not lost. It is intentional. It has been waiting for the right moment, and your house tonight has become the temple of that moment. You may find a bruise or mark on your body tomorrow morning. Don't be afraid. It's a signature, a reminder that something touched your energy while you slept. Archangel Michael says tonight was necessary, not as a warning, but as a rite. This was your crossing point, your moment of remembrance, your reconnection with the divine frequency. Type Amen to get blessing 313 from this night on. Things will feel lighter, but also more real. You'll walk into rooms and know who was just thinking of you. You'll touch objects and feel their stories. Your home will continue to carry traces of this visitation. You might find signs days later, a new feather, a message scribbled accidentally, a light that no longer flickers. Your pets will be calmer because they will know the energy is now peaceful. The visitor brought change, not chaos, and that change will ripple through your space for weeks to come. And you, your heart, your soul, your senses will never be the same again. You are now activated. The presence has touched you. The veil has lifted. This is the final sequence of the message. You've received all you were meant to tonight. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. The visitor may leave tonight, but its energy will echo for 7 nights. Not as a threat, but as a silent teacher leaving behind fragments of truth hidden between dimensions. Every night, you'll notice something different, something slightly off, but more real than ever before. Your body is already adjusting. Over the next days, your dreams may become longer. You may even wake with a word on your lips, a phrase you don't understand but can't stop repeating. That's a key, and it must be remembered. If you suddenly hear music playing in a place where no music exists, pause. Let it play in your head. The rhythm you hear carries the last signal of the presence that passed through. It is blessing you quietly, rhythmically, deeply. You may look at your own reflection now and see more than just your face. You'll notice softness where there used to be weight, light where you used to see confusion. You've been altered by a visitation that changed the structure of your energy field. Type Amen to get blessing 480, for you are more than a person now, you are a witness. What passed through your space was not only here for you. It came through you to pass on a message to others you will meet soon. You will begin to speak with clarity that shakes people around you. There will be people who suddenly call you, ask strange questions, or say you've changed. That's because your aura is glowing. Even without trying, you'll carry the vibration of last night's encounter. And some will fear it not because you're dangerous, but because you've become unreadable to their spirit. They no longer understand you because they didn't walk through what you did. Archangel Michael says the presence that entered was meant to remove all illusions from you. That's why things will start to fall away. Fake friendships, false guidance, empty noise. Only the real will remain. Type Amen to get blessing 101 tonight was your spiritual breaking point. Not the kind that destroys, but the kind that frees. You cracked open so your essence could spill into the world without shame, without filter. The presence has left something with you, a symbol, a sound, a spiritual object invisible to the physical eye. It may appear in your dreams. It may be spoken aloud by a stranger. But when you hear it, you will know it belongs to you. Your sleep will not be the same. For the next 7 nights, each hour will unlock a different aspect of who you truly are. You'll travel in ways that have no maps. You'll remember things you've never lived, but somehow knew. You are not going crazy. You are remembering your divine contact. This presence came to shake you awake from the sleep that so many around you still cling to. Type Amen to get blessing 575 doors will begin to open now that were previously sealed. Not by human hands, but by divine timing. Conversations you thought would never happen will suddenly start. Information you were denied will show up uninvited. Someone you haven't spoken to in a long time will confess something shocking. Their energy was stirred by what walked through your home last night. The veil doesn't just move one direction. It ripples outward into other people's realities. Don't be surprised if your phone randomly receives a message from a hidden contact. Something you deleted might reappear. It's the spiritual timeline bending time itself to bring back what must be faced. Archangel Michael says you are now carrying an invisible Mark I that protects you from everything that used to confuse, manipulate, or betray you. No longer will their energy touch you the same way. Type Amen to get blessing 636. Some electronics may glitch around you now, not to frustrate you, but because your frequency is too high for certain outdated systems. You may even feel your presence slowing down spaces around you. That spiritual density being recalibrated. You'll start to notice people looking at you longer than usual. Not because of what you wear or how you speak, but because your aura carries ancient power. They don't know why they pause, but their souls do. In 7 days, something will be delivered to your space. A letter, an email, a voice message, a hidden clue at moment will tie directly back to tonight's event. Pay attention to timing. Divine coordination is unfolding. Your path has shifted whether you wanted it or not. A thing that moved inside your home. It realigned your destiny. Not with force, but with presence. It pushed you to remember who you are when no one's watched you. Type Amen to get blessing 393. You are now watched not by shadows, but by light. A council of spirits has recognized your awakening. You are now a candidate for higher messages, stronger visions, deeper truths. Your dreams may be visited by elders, symbols, or language you've never studied. You don't need to understand it with your mind. Your spirit already speaks it fluently. Archangel Michael says this was a divine orchestration. Every second, every flicker of light, every whisper, every creak in your home was part of the spiritual ceremony you didn't know had already begun. You were not afraid for no reason, but you also weren't abandoned. You were escorted, elevated, empowered. Type Amen to get blessing 474 in 7 days' time. You'll see clearly who around you is spiritually jealous. They'll start behaving differently, less curious, more guarded. Because the presence that touched you left a glow only the awakened can handle. Let those who distance themselves go. Let those who are drawn closer in awe stay. What touched your soul last night gave you permission to step fully into your spiritual self. There is no going back now. You are officially marked by the divine, and no manipulation, no gaslighting, no illusion will ever work on you again. Tonight was your gateway, and you crossed it. You may think the presence has come and gone, but it hasn't left. It's now flowing through your days, in your words, in your breath, in your every silent pause between moments. It lingers like mist over still water. Archangel Michael says what moved inside your home last night came from a level of light that burns invisible to the human eye. It didn't pass through to scare you. It came to wake up something within you that has been dormant for lifetimes. You'll begin to sense people's energy stronger than ever now. Their words won't matter as much. You'll feel their intentions before they speak them. This gift wasn't accidental. It was unlocked when that visitor stood by your bed at 3:03 a.m. Objects in your house will begin to behave differently. Keys that vanish and reappear. Phones that ring with no caller. Clocks that skip seconds or pulse strangely. These are side effects of your home now being an active portal. Type and integrate, blessing 747. Even your food may taste different. The air will carry new textures. These are not tricks of the mind. You've been spiritually enhanced. Your senses have crossed into divine territory where everything carries layered meaning. You'll begin to hear the voice more often now, not outside, but inside. The clear whisper that guides you right before you make a decision. It's not your imagination. It's your link to the presence now fully integrated. Archangel Michael says the being that visited wasn't just here to deliver. It was here to transfer. Part of its own frequency was left in your spiritual body. You are now the carrier of a very rare light code. In the following 7 weeks, this code will begin to bloom. You will attract what others have chased for years. Not because you're lucky, but because you are chosen to carry revelation into circles that have lived in darkness. Type AIM integrate blessing 262. Old enemies may resurface not to fight, but to confess. They will not know why they are drawn to you again. But they will be. Your energy demands honesty now. Even liars will tremble in your presence. You may find strangers telling you secrets. Without planning. Without reason. That's because your aura now operates as a mirror. People see themselves in you, and the truth slips out.
Your sleep patterns will shift again around the 7th night. You'll begin to feel something brushing against your face at exactly the same time. That is the spirit checking your aura's progress. It doesn't hurt, it confirms. You are now a marked vessel, an awakened home, a walking symbol. That's why people will look twice. That's why even children and animals will behave differently around you. Type AIM, integrate blessing 414. Archangel Michael says the visitor made a promise the moment it stepped through your wall. This soul must rise. And so now nothing around you will stay the same, not even your emotions. You may cry more easily now, laugh harder, feel silence like sound. That's the sensitivity of the spiritual field you've been merged with. It's nothing to fear. Its spiritual volume turned all the way up. You'll begin to know things before they happen. Not grand predictions, but subtle truths. Someone will walk toward you, and you will feel the conversation before it begins. This is spirit side awakening. You will no longer be able to lie to yourself. The energy that passed through demanded authenticity, so every mask will feel heavy. Every false word will burn your tongue. You've become too aligned to tolerate illusion. Type and integrate blessing 282 in 7 months. Something very specific will return to you. It may be a person, a gift, a letter, or an opportunity you thought was long lost. The spirit that visited you has woven it into your new timeline. If you've been waiting for a door to open, this was the spiritual force needed to unlock it. Not by human means, but by divine appointment. And now the hinges are falling away. You may feel the urge to change your space, rearranging furniture, clearing clutter, painting walls. This is not vanity, it's vibration. You're making space for your elevated energy. Archangel Michael says, the movement you heard in your home wasn't just a visitor, it was a messenger, and that messenger left behind a pathway, one that will now unfold as signs, synchronicities, and supernatural precision. Type in to Gate Blessing 505. Don't be alarmed if you begin hearing your name whispered in waking moments. That's your higher self pulling your attention. You are no longer who you were 24 hours ago. You are new, upgraded, activated. Numbers like 1111, 333, 747, and 919 will follow you. They are markers, checkpoints along this expanded path. Each time you see them, it's a nod from the visitor. You're still aligned. You may smell that same strange scent again, like incense, roses, or burning wood. That's your signal the presence has returned briefly. Checking your atmosphere, refreshing your memory. Don't run from this power. You've earned it. You survived the presence. You were not chosen randomly. You were summoned into remembrance. Type in to Gate Blessing 181. The silence around you will begin to carry messages. You'll start hearing meaning in the pauses between conversations. This is because your perception has risen into a subtler realm. Archangel Michael says the visitor was one of the oldest spiritual watchers. It came to realign your destiny not with force, but through frequency. And now the energy in your bones vibrates with its imprint. Your hands may begin to glow in dreams. They may even tingle while you're awake. That's your spiritual gift beginning to show your energy wants to touch and transform the world. You are not just a person anymore. You are a signal, a guidepost, a living doorway for divine energy. Your presence alone will start shifting atmospheres without effort. Type in Integrate Blessing 111. The seventh night will come soon, and when it does, you'll know. Your light will draw in one final test. A familiar energy will show up perhaps from your past. It will try to make you doubt all you've gained, but you won't. You feel the difference now. The way your soul no longer bends under pressure. The way your spirit stands taller in silence. That's the reward of enduring the visitor's presence. In the dream on the seventh night, you will be handed something. A book, a letter, a feather, a gem. Whatever it is, remember it. It's your spiritual object. It was meant for you from the beginning. This journey has only begun, but last night was your arrival. Even though the night has passed, its breath is still in your room. The air feels still, but it's not empty. There's a hum behind every silence now. There's an invisible current running through your space and through you. You are not imagining it. That weight in the air is real. That heightened awareness is not anxiety. It is the lasting fingerprint of the one who crossed the veil and stood where no human could stand. Archangel Michael says the visitor didn't leave like a guest. It left like a guardian. It remains nearby, invisible, barely a thread away. You won't hear footsteps now, but you will feel decisions in your spirit shifting without logic. You may begin speaking truths you never thought you were brave enough to speak. Not because you rehearsed them, but because your soul cannot contain the silence anymore. The visitation broke the seal on your inner power. Type Amen to get blessing. 117 people who once ignored you will begin to approach. Some in awe, others in fear, and a few in apology. They won't know what changed, but they'll feel that your frequency has been carved into something sacred. The presence left more than energy behind. It left a new name upon your spirit. You'll begin to notice that old labels no longer fit. People may even begin calling you by different tones, softer voices, more respect. Strangers may call you familiar or tell you they feel calm around you. That's because your home is no longer the only portal. You are the portal now. Wherever you walk, energy adjusts around your vibration. Technology might still short out around you. Streetlights may flicker when you pass. Animals may stop and stare. This isn't coincidence. It's the energy field of your spirit creating waves. Type Amen to get blessing. 989. Archangel Michael says you are being tracked now, not by danger, but by destiny. Every decision you make will carry spiritual consequence. Every place you go will either receive peace or be exposed by your presence. You may begin to feel drained in rooms that once comforted you. That's not tiredness, that's awareness. You now sense when energy is false, when people are pretending, when spaces are out of spiritual balance. You might be drawn to fire, to water, to salt, to ancient objects. These are grounding tools your body remembers from before this life. The visitor awakens cellular memory buried in your bones. Sleep will never be shallow again. Each dream now has meaning. Each vision now carries weight. You've crossed through a silent threshold, and the spirits recognize you. Type Amen to get blessing. 707, your voice may tremble at times, not out of fear, but because of the energy trying to move through it. There are messages that want to be spoken from within you. Let them come even if your words shake. Archangel Michael says you are one of the few who didn't run. The presence came, moved, hovered, and watched. You stood still. You felt the weight. You passed the test. Now you must honor what happened. Don't go back to old patterns. Don't pretend nothing shifted. Your life was spiritually marked, and if you ignore it, that spiritual energy will scream for your attention. You will notice the number 7 around you in strange ways now. 7 birds, 7 knocks, 7 lights. This is the signature of completion. The presence will not return physically, but its mark will guide you in patterns. Type Amen to get blessing 333 now on. You will be protected from unseen harm. Those who try to spiritually trap you will find themselves confused. Their tactics will fail not because you resisted, but because the visitor severed their cords. You might see people walking away from your life without warning. Don't stop them. That's the presence clearing space for what's meant to enter next. You are being prepared for higher connection. Archangel Michael says there will be a meeting soon, not with a person, but with an energy you've never encountered. A symbol, a dream, place. It will hold the next step for your unfolding journey. Someone from your bloodline, possibly from the other side, will begin appearing in your dreams. This is the next guardian stepping forward. You are now part of a spiritual line that works quietly behind the scenes. Type Amen to get blessing 939. Your house will feel like it breathes differently now. You'll sense when it wants light, when it wants sound. You'll feel where it's heavy and where it's calm. That's because the structure itself was shifted by the Spirit's presence. You may start hearing distant drums, low chanting, or whispered names just before sleep. These are the remnants of last night's visitation still integrating through your subconscious. This week, a butterfly or bird may land near you unexpectedly. That's no accident. That's your confirmation the veil is still thin. The natural world is responding to your transformation. Archangel Michael says you are now vibrating at the speed of awakening. Others will be confused by your energy, but those meant for you will finally see you clearly. Type Amen to get blessing 1 Elarala. This is no longer about protection. It's about positioning. You are not being kept safe in the shadows. You are being placed into spiritual visibility. People will start seeking you for answers without knowing why. They'll say, I don't know why I'm telling you this year. Or doing its silent work, you'll find sacred numbers on bills, receipts, clocks, or even license plates. Pay attention. They are not coincidences. They are living markers left behind by the Spirit who moved through your home. A wind will pass your window again tonight. When it does, speak out loud. I'm ready. That phrase will seal the visitation and align the final frequency for your path ahead. This truly completes your extended 7,000 plus word spiritual activation message from the visitor's entry to the aftershock and awakening. You are different now, and that difference will open doors that no man can close. If you wish to express your support further,